So coming off Wednesday's video made me think about the fact that if you are someone who is staying in a couple because you are accepting the lesser of two evils and you think, well, I already know this person. Why would I go with a new relationship and I don't know that person? It's the unknown. They could be worse. I've heard that. They could be worse. They could be worse. Okay. What about being alone? Is that ever a thought to anybody? Do you know what I'm saying? What about being alone? Wouldn't that be better? Like, my life is blissfully happy. I don't argue with anyone. I have no strife. I have no stress. I have no anxiety. I'm not babysitting anyone. I'm not anyone's mother. I'm not, okay? All my time is my own. It's intoxicatingly fabulous, okay? And the day I ever do connect with someone, they're going to respect that parameter and boundary, and they're going to give me the time alone that I want. I'm going to insist upon it, and they're not going to make me change my mind because now I'm in a strong place. But I just caution you against that I know a lot of people that say that, I can't be alone, I can't be alone, I can't be alone. I know married people that can't be alone when their husband is at work. If you can't be alone ever, even for a period, that's a red flag to yourself that you have some work to do. Yes, I can say that right out loud. I'm sorry, but yes. My mother used to say, when I was young and I would be through a breakup and I would call my mother and I would be crying and she would drop everything. She was awesome. She would say to me, you have to learn to be alone without being lonely. She always said that to me. And it's very, very, very true. And I've known people whose sole goal was to be coupled up, married up with another person. That is it. And they would accept maybe someone that wasn't correct because it's better than being alone. And I went through that for years. Okay? I'm from Rhode Island. You guys know I have an Italian mother and a French father. But especially in the Italian community, and especially in a small state like Rhode Island, one of my best friends married her second boyfriend. They're 33 years married. Okay, you're raised in a world where everyone is coupled up. Everything's couples. Okay, it wasn't really a big in the 80s. You know, when I was turning into teenager and 20s, there wasn't. Now it's like accepted to be single. It can be empowering. It wasn't like that. The climate was different. So you grow up thinking, not for anyone's fault of teaching me or anything like that. I told you, my mother raised me to be strong. But by nature of what was around me, I thought, I can't be alone. So there are many times I said right out loud to myself in my head, that doesn't make any sense. But I heard myself saying, well, rather than being alone, I'll just continue. And this was 30s, not 30s, because I was married in my 30s, but once I was divorced and before I was divorced, many times I remember saying to myself in my head, most of the people I've dated since I've been divorced, I would not date again. And I remember saying in my head, well, I'm not alone. I have companionship. I have someone to run errands with on a Saturday. That's always what I think of. I have friends who think of the bigger things. Oh, I'd love someone to go on vacation with. I'd love someone as a companion for functions. I always think of running errands on a Saturday. To me, that's the ultimate couple activity because it's nothing fancy. It's everyday life, and you want to be together so much that you're going to run errands together. I don't know. It's a little thing, right? I don't miss running errands with someone on a Saturday. One day, if I develop a healthy relationship with someone, that will be lovely to run errands on a Saturday together, right? But I'm not looking to have that because I'm perfectly comfortable being alone. And I think that guys, it's very unhealthy and completely the opposite of empowerment if you can't be alone. The empowerment I try to embrace, I've known people that even once they are coupled up, they don't want to be alone when their partner has something to do. I've never been in that place. But that's really against all the empowerment I stand for. Let's chat. And like I said, I've done this. I've been in that space more than I've been out of it. And I can tell you, out of the space of feeling you can't be alone is much better than in the space of feeling you can't be alone. It is very empowering as I sit here knowing that I can and like being alone. I can do it, and I have done it, and I'm doing it, and it's lovely. I feel there's a freedom in knowing that no one will ever again have me dependent on them for entertainment, for company, for filling my day. Not that I, filled my day with the company of a person, but yeah, you do. You fall into a pattern, especially if you date a narcissist, usually with them 24/7, and you ignore everything else in your life. Very unhealthy place to reside, you guys. And because I'm able to, at this point, finally do all of that for myself, by myself, meaning entertain, I can amuse myself during the day and entertain myself and read or play music or write or make videos or whatever I'm doing. I feel that the empowerment it's beyond anything I could explain. And I raise my daughter the same way. She loves alone time as well. It's empowering, you guys. I can't make you be someone who likes to be alone, but I can definitely tell you that if you cannot be alone, it is definitely a red flag to yourself about yourself. And I encourage you to seek any kind of help that you can. I'm available for private coaching. You guys know that. It's in the community tab. You just email me and we get the process started. We could be on the phone within a week. And I have clients who I have some clients that are very, very, very strong women. And alone time isn't their problem, isn't anyone's issue maybe. But it's not, but I know some people from afar that is definitely their issue, and they've stated it out loud. They said it right out loud. I don't like being alone. I can't be alone. What am I going to do? My partner's at work. I'm bored. I'm this. Oh my God, you guys. We're grown women. It's 2023. We have computers and books. And how can you be bored ever in this day and age? How can you be bored? There's always something to read, to learn, to listen to go out, take a walk. There's so many things. My God, get a pet. Right? I don't understand it's a very old-fashioned mentality that somebody can't be without their partner. Like I think of my grandparents, neither of whom are with us now. And my grandmother once very adorably said, while we were running errands one day, and my papa wasn't with us. And she said, I feel tilted without him. Cute. Italian, married over 60 years, she felt tilted without him. Of course, she was born in 1923. But this is 2023, you guys. 2023, 100 years after her birth year. And we still have women who don't want to be alone, who are fearful of being alone, who aren't empowered enough to sit in their own space and learn to love their life or love themselves. A lot of people, narcissists especially, can't be alone for the following reason. If a narcissist sits alone too long, they have to face the mirror, don't they? And their head starts swirling about the truth of themselves. They don't want to hear that. That's why many, many times narcissists are surrounded by 100 people. They have 100 friends. They always have a function. They never stop. They have that FOMO, fear of missing out. Somebody calls them to do something, they're out the door at midnight. Midnight, somebody calls me. I don't care how much you love bomb me on the other end of the phone. I'm staying in bed. Okay? No. Because I love myself. I value myself. I don't need to chase the love. I don't need to chase the good time. I don't need to chase the person. I'm sitting in my own space. I'm listening to music. I'm writing. No, thank you. Oh, come on. Nope. It takes a narcissist 2 seconds to be convinced to go out and party. Because why? They got a phone call. Their ego is up. Oh, I got to go be the life of the party. They knew I would be. They called me. Let me go out. Let's do shots. Are you out of your mind? Never in a million years would I be that way. But a lot of people are. They can't be alone. And I worry not about them because they're narcissists and whatever, they're going to do what they're going to do. I worry about the more innocent creatures that still can't be alone. And I just caution you to look at that. It really is a red flag to yourself about yourself. If you cannot be alone, that's a problem. If you feel you had to be coupled up with someone, that's a huge problem. Why? Because you're going to accept the first person that comes along and tells you you're pretty. You're going to accept the first person that comes along and tells you you're cute. You're going to accept the first person that comes along and takes you to dinner, opens the door. You're going to be like, oh my God. No. Don't be so impressed. You're desperate to be with someone if you can't be alone. That's a door opening to any kind of dysfunctional person to come right on in, love bomb, swoon you, get you in their grip, and now you're ensnared. Why? Because you couldn't be alone. You have to be able to be alone without being lonely. I hate to say my Italian mother was right. She usually is. But you have to be able to be alone without being lonely, you guys. And this has nothing to do with if you're in a marriage, you turn this, oh, I'm not alone, I'm married. There's plenty of time throughout the day that we're alone. I know people that can't. Oh, my husband's at work, I need something to do. Go do it. The world is our oyster. Please look at this. If you can't be alone, try to get a handle on why. If you need me to coach you, I will help you. But really look at that because it says a lot about how you're going to go through life. What's going to happen as you go through life? What's going to happen? You can't even count on the person that you're married to. What if something happened to them? What if you got divorced? Are you going to be a total mess and have an inability to function? You can still gain your strength even if you're coupled up, and you can still do exercises to make yourself be able to be alone. It's a journey, and I really encourage you guys to look at it, and you will feel the empowerment, and it is beyond magical. Thanks for listening, you guys. I'll see you next time.